Let's go, let's go, let's go, and welcome to the Art of Music Tech podcast. I'm your host, Fela, and over there is my co-host, Dennis.
What up, guys?
And business partner of One Production Studios, which we're in beautiful Fort Lee, New Jersey. And got our intern, Jacob, behind the boards. Shout out
Jacob.
to him on his
Welcome.
second day, and he's recording this for our podcast.
He's a pilot today.
He's piloting the podcast, so we're happy to have him in studio. Today we're gonna get into something we don't talk about that much, actually. Well, we use them all the time, which is plugins.
Correct.
And I think in the past we've talked about acoustic audio.
Acoustic audio.
Acoustica audio in Italy. We're big fans of. And today, for my Pro Sound News article and review, we're reviewing Accusonus plugins, which are fantastic.
And we are reviewing ERA bundle, right?
Yes, which the ERA bundle, audio repair ERA bundles are perfect for podcast editors. They have, let me just name you the list of plugins they have to help you clean up any podcast. We have a voice leveler. So if you have somebody that goes slow, very low, to high, to this and that, a leveler to help you out with that, a voice deepener, something to give that, I guess that sometimes
From
you
the
need
super thin to the super thin.
Yeah. So that was pretty
rather.
fun. That was a pretty fun plug-in to play with. The Auto EQ, if you're not an audio engineer with 20 years of knowledge like Dennis and I, that's a good way to get you started. If you're like, I don't even know where to start with this EQ, they have some presets that you can choose from, and then you can tweak from there if you want to. They have a reverb remover. The reverb remover is amazing because that's half the battle, and I hear a lot of badly recorded podcasts. Usually it's in an untreated room, which untreated means bare walls. You're in like a kitchen or a living room with high ceilings, and you hear like a canyon-like reverb noise, and you're like, what's going on?
What's going on?
This helps you out. So, really big fan of that. They have a Plosive Remover, which plosive are the P's, all that kind of stuff. When you have a guest who's really heavy on that. Noise remover. This is great for if you have a loud fan or air conditioning in the back, some white noise that just won't go away, and it really locks in on that audio in the back, takes it out, but leaves the source audio there. Really good. We've been using that on a lot of on podcasts over the past few weeks as well. And then you have a mouth declicker, which I just did. Anybody that's has a lot of mouth noises. And a de-esser. That's self-explanatory. And de-clipper. Now, a de-clipper, it helps with your distortion. That does a really great job too. It doesn't completely get rid of the noise, but it does make it more tolerable than just a digitized, crazy sound and distorted podcast. That it really helps take out that metallic noise.
They don't have De-Clipper Pro, right?
No.
That's the only thing they have. Okay.
No. And in this bundle they have the standard version or the pro version. The standard version comes with basically everything that I just named. It's about 10 of those plugins that are meant for audio repair with the plosives, the clipper, noise remover, all of that. Then they have the Pro Edition, which they have in Pro Edition, they have the Reverb Remover Pro, which gives you more options on, removing verb from the track. And then a Pro version of the Noise Remover, again, gives you more ways to tweak the sound that you want to get to. And the De-esser Pro. So those come in extra when you get the Pro version bundle of these plugins. And now this is a monthly
subscription.
Mm-hmm. So for the standard is $7.99, and for the Pro is $14.99. Oh no. Excuse me, $24.99. So $7.99 a month for the ERA bundle standard, and $24.99 per month for the Pro bundle.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that's also cool about this is the fact that they have the what's called the Audio Cleanup Assist, which is like a rack.
Yeah, like 500 unit rack.
Yeah, so you could you can stack all of these. Different plugins together in one ERA bundle. So you could, I know for this person and where they're gonna be at, this noise is gonna happen every time. I can have it already put into my plugins.
Yeah,
like it's
preset.
already ready to go. Feli's, audio. Feli's cleanup audio bundle. You just name it and just slap it on whoever you need it on, and specifically to their voice. So I really dug that, because you do end up stacking a lot of this. You may remove the noise first, and then you want to, DS and do the mouth declicker. You may need all three of those in one, and why not
and
just
voice deepener too.
Yeah, all of that you can have in one. Save it in a rack, and then use it on whatever channels you need. So, really cool. And as far as tweaking, I mean, as an engineer, I think I would want the Pro version, because you just have more things that you can tweak. And I personally know what I want to tweak, because I've been doing it for 20 years. So we've both been. So the more options we have, the better. Now, if you're just starting, or you just want to have a podcast going, and you know that you need this type of thing to help out with what you're doing as far as podcasting, then I would suggest you start out with the standard until $7.99.
That's not a lot of money.
Lifesaver if you really don't know about this audio game and don't know how it even goes about. And I get it. I've been there before too. I remember way back in the day, just barely knowing what a fader was. But as you do anything daily and over again, it becomes second nature. And this type of plugin is certainly second nature, because it's a lot of like one knob things. You can find a preset they already have, and then you just tweak one knob, and you hear the difference. And it's
like a mix knob.
Yeah,
like dry
wet knobs are on a lot of these. So it's nothing too crazy and over your head. You just hear what sounds good to you, and let it go from there. Where were your thoughts from it?
Well, first thing I have to say that before we got Pro Bundle, we never had audio repair plugins for our post-production. Because, we think of audio as, you record it and you mix it and you send it out. You don't repair audio because the way we do, we just record like there is no mixing. straight to tape, and but especially with film industry and podcast industry, you never know where you're going to record. You're going to record via Zoom, or you don't know the environment. A lot of times, even when we recorded some of our clients, you go record in the office and there's a fan. There's always like white noise constantly in the back, and then you can really filter it unless you use a repair bundle or something in this category.
Yeah.
And the first time I actually used noise remover was a couple of weeks, like 2-3 weeks ago, with one of our podcasts, Holding Court.
Yeah, with Ebony K. Williams.
Yeah, and again, I think Dustin was in. Dustin is a
co-host.
co-host. I'm sorry,
With Ebony K.
with
Williams.
Ebony, yes, and he was in Mexico, so his internet connection was bad. I think he used a regular, like a headphone or whatever, laptop audio.
Yeah, he didn't have his kit with him.
Yeah, so overall his audio was awful.
Yeah.
So you need some help.
Yeah, and this was like the perfect timing. I'm so glad we had these plugins.
And honestly, this was just open the plugin, go through a preset, and that's it. And then, I mean, tweak to your taste, yes, but you have what you in this particular bundle, you have everything you need to repair audio. Again, if you can record clean audio and don't have to repair, do that. But if you
Absolutely.
if you don't have access to great recording gear and environment, and you only added that, so you have to work with what you get. If a producer or a client gives you a bad audio, you have to do what you have to do. You have to make it sound great.
Exactly.
And with this bundle, whether you pay $7.99 or $24.99, you have to make it work. So I think for what we do, it's useful. Me personally, I wouldn't use it every day because we do so many different things, like for music recording and music post-production.
Yeah.
I won't probably use it. I mean, voice deepener as an effect.
Yeah.
To make, a voice like an effect.
Yeah, that's more of a design, though, than like an
exactly.
audio repair. I mean, this bundle is literally called the audio repair bundle. So don't get it twisted. They do have sound design bundle. They have a sound effects bundle. They have a background music bundle. They have other options, but this particular thing that we're going over, though, is the audio repair, which again is specifically towards the podcast realm anyway. And this really helps us out because we sell kits as well. So we always encourage, the people that buy kits from us to use our services for editing. So, I mean, we already know that that's going to come from a different
you never know.
Yeah, you just never know where those audio tracks are gonna come from all around the world. They could, how they're gonna come to us. So this audio repair kit just like gets us ready for any possibilities that we're gonna get from those audio kits. Even though it's great audio because we know we put together the microphone and the interface and all that stuff. You never know if they're just going to do it in a kitchen or something like that.
And from what I hear, a lot of people don't pay attention to, things like that. They record wherever they record because they're not professional engineers with 15, 20 years of experience.
And the other cool thing about this that is compatible with everything, like Audacity, to Logic, to Pro Tools, to Final Cut, to Adobe Audition, GarageBand. So again, wherever you're at, this is a good starting point. I mean, to go, to be able to slap this thing on Audacity is funny to me. But
but nowadays you have to make it work so anyone can use it.
Yeah. The podcast realm, it's real. A lot of upstarts or start off with Audacity. I mean, heck, I started off with Audacity, but that was 20 years ago.
They still have same interface, from what I remember. I haven't
yeah,
checked Audacity in a minute.
Exactly. Yeah, it's
Hey.
just enough. But yeah, it'll get you started, and it's free. No shade at all, because that's where I came from, and that was how I learned engineering, from the free to now. We use Logic 10 at our studio, and that's our DAW. For all things audio, throughout the system, whether it's mixing or recording, we use that workstation, digital audio workstation. But yeah, overall, again, the Accusonus audio repair ERA bundle, it's the bomb. I mean, it's
And for the price point, I think their competitors are quite expensive. I mean, I think Isotope Repair, Isotope RX maybe costs around $700, maybe to $1,000, maybe $1,200. I don't remember the exact number, but even for $7.99 a month,
yeah,
that's not bad at all.
And you could try it for free.
Yeah, what is that? 2 weeks or a month?
Yeah, they give you some free time to check it out. They are now doing like voice changers. So even if you have a highly produced podcast that needs sound effects and stuff, definitely check out Accusonus on that realm as well. Really kicking tail out of Greece. We were reading up on the backstory, and it's amazing that these 3 entrepreneurs, in 2 in the music game, and one was more of a tech startup guy, and created this, and now it's booming. Just in 2014 is when their first product hit, and they are really killing the game, and this is very timely that this kind of thing is available, and really can help out beginners to experts. I feel
in the interface, I think the way it looks slick.
It does have a slick look.
Have like a big dry wet button. And then a bunch of presets. So it's a very intuitive, I guess.
I would say that too.
Yeah, simple to use. You don't have to be, it's not rocket science. You don't have to be an expert with 50 years of experience to use this product.
Yeah, that was what I liked about it. Because I know so many people want to start podcasts and want it to sound good and don't know what to do. This is one of those easy things to do yourself, even if you're gonna go that route. If you don't want to use somebody like our services for mixing and mastering or something like that, this would be a great alternative. If you have the time to teach yourself the ins and outs on this is a great place to start. And I think that's about it for me.
Yeah, that's it. Quick, nice and sweet.
Yeah. But shout out to Accusonus, and glad that they're on my radar now, and just looking forward to the growth.
And try their new plugin that's coming out, right?
Yeah, which is the voice changer that I mentioned. And you could try that out right now for free. So check them out. Accusonus.com. That's ACCUSONUS.com. And you can order and hear examples and all that type of thing. Like I said, we use it on our podcast. So, check out the oneofoneproductions.com, and you can, hear the different podcasts that we've used these plugins on. All right. I think that's it for this episode in conjunction with Pro Sound News Magazine with Accusonus. Also, oh yeah, subscribe, tell a friend. We're here to make it easier to understand this audio game, whether it's in podcasting or music, and because they all kind of intersect in some type of way, as being an engineer for us. And
it's one big universe.
yeah, it's one big universe. So, we're glad to get to show you guys what's out there and be able to test it and be like, yay or nay. And
Yep.
on this one, it's a yay.
Yes, definitely yay. Yes.
Yes. All right. So check us out on social media, oneofoneproductions.com. The Art and Music Tech podcast, we're available on Apple Radio, Apple, Spotify, iHeart, all the good stuff in podcasting, all the major platforms. Oh, we also have some speaking engagements coming up. Please check out our social media for more information on that. We'll be also at Podcast Movement. It's official. We're going to be doing a talk about gear. Come on, of course.
Yes.
And the cool thing is that you can either come and see us in person in Nashville, Tennessee, or you can see it virtually. Again, all of that information will be available on our social media, and we'll be updating if you want to know how we do this thing in podcast production. So with that, from Dennis,
yep,
and myself and Jacob, our new intern behind
Jacob.
the board.
Hey Jacob, you gotta put voice deepener on my voice. Okay?
From the beautiful One of One Productions studio in Fort Lee, New Jersey. Please hit us up if you ever need our services. Let's go.
Let's go.